Howdy y'all. Hey, this is going to be M's Laws of Feminist Dynamics, sort of continuation of my MGTOW fun educational parodies of gender studies. Alright, so here we go. Alright, the 4 main laws of feminist dynamics are as follows. The zeroth law, or the hoeth law, states that if 2 organizations of social justice warriors are in outrage equilibrium with a third organization, then they are in outrage equilibrium with each other, or butthurt equilibrium. For example, if a feminist organization and LGBT organization both exist within the same university with each other, there is no outrage that can flow between them. They are all in outrage equilibrium, or butthurt equilibrium. There is no differential outrage gradient for the outrage to flow to from. This explains the intra-group use of check your privilege. When a lesbian tells a cisgendered straight feminist to check her privilege, she is acknowledging the outrage equilibrium and is attempting to stymie the feminist's attempt at forcing a victim gradient, or an outrage gradient. They're stopping the outrage flow, or the victimhood flow, or the gradient by saying check your privilege. Check your privilege is sort of like a dam to prevent the flow of victimhood and outrage. The hoeth law can be applied at feminist protest of MRA events, in that the outrage seen at the extremities or surface of the feminist protest group can be used to infer the outrage and danger of the entire group. I think that's important. The first law, outrage or victimhood, can neither be created nor destroyed, just transferred to another group. This can be seen in the parsing of social justice warrior groups into smaller and smaller factions. Feminists get subdivided into white and non-white, then straight and non-straight, then cisgendered and transgendered, with the generalized outrage evoking greater and greater and greater heat or victimhood as the individual social justice warrior becomes part of a smaller and smaller group. Increase in entropy. Blithering genius. Funny, I wrote this weeks ago. Really weird. The second law. In a closed organization, victimhood always increases. Also stated as victimhood flows from outraged group to non-outraged group, or victimhood flows from large homogeneous groups to small heterogeneous groups. The example is if 2 social justice warrior groups meet and combine, the outrage/victimhood sums must be larger than that of the previous 2 groups. Victimhood in a system increases until it reaches 0, and we are all victims and special little snowflakes. The third law of feminist dynamics. As outrage approaches 0, so does victimhood. Example, the more informed a feminist is about the hardships of others, the more she becomes less outraged. This leads her to feel like less of a victim herself. This newfound compassion leads her to realize all humans are victims in a sense, in some way, and thus not victims at all. This third law explains why so many third-wave feminists abandon feminism in their later years, when they're older and have hit the wall. Those who don't go the way of sailplani. I hope Rebecca doesn't. Alright, well you guys have a nice day, and always remember to go your own way. Yours truly, him.